Hi, my name is Celeste Rivadeneira, and I will be informing you guys on coercive paraphilias. So, for those of you who do not know what coercive is, it is relating to or using force or threats. A paraphilia is a condition where one fantasizes or acts upon extreme or abnormal sexual activities. It is not clear what causes these to occur in individuals. However, research has shown that this begins during one's adolescent years, and the fantasies fortunately do decrease as an individual ages. Unfortunately, though, there's no cure to this. The first paraphilia I will be speaking about is zoophilia. It is a rare disorder which involves sexual attraction to an animal, and this is abnormal or a deviant behavior. For those of you who do not know what a deviant behavior is, it is departing from usual or accepted standards, especially in social or sexual behavior. There's little research available to this paraphilia specifically because it is so frowned upon among the community because animals do not have the same intellectual capacities as human beings do. Today I saw a post on Twitter and I'll pull it up right now, and it was a screenshot of a Facebook post saying, "I'm 12 weeks pregnant and I feel like I'm way too big already. My husband and I experimented with my horse one drunken night around when I conceived. Is it possible I'm actually carrying a foal? I'm so scared to go to ultrasound and then make me abort if so. I'm pro-life 100%, even if it is a horse. No judging, especially if you live in Arkansas." The comments I saw to this made this post seem like a joking matter, especially the last segment that says no judging, especially if you live in Arkansas. But if an individual is experiencing this, it is important for them to receive help, and there is help they may receive. At the end of this presentation, I will talk about all of the treatments possible since all of these paraphilias have similar treatments involved. So next is voyeurism. That is also known as peeping Tom, which basically means an individual is watching another individual without them knowing or their consent. So this can vary from watching them just get undressed to watching them perform sexual activities on other individuals. And one may masturbate while watching, but that does not necessarily mean they always will. And usually they do not seek contact with the person they are watching. Next is exhibitionism. This is also known as a flasher. This is when one has the urge to whip out their genitals out in public. It usually occurs when there are strangers around, and this activity is illegal. Fortunately, sexual contact is rare for people experiencing exhibitionism, and I have a story about when I was around 13 years old. I went to a movie theater. Usually these people are in public places like parks, movie theaters, schools. And I was with a group of like 5 girlfriends, and we were watching this movie, and this guy just whipped out his genitals, and we all felt so uncomfortable because he was only 2 seats over from us. We got up, went outside, notified someone in the movie theater what was going on. By the time they went in to check on it, he was all covered up, fortunately for him, because if he would have been caught, he could have gone to jail and been on a registered sex offenders list if he already wasn't on one. Next is telephone scatologia. And I think this one is really interesting just because it's often associated with other paraphilias. Usually people don't experience this solely. And it's just bothering strangers and making obscene phone calls to people you do not know. Nowadays, it can even include sending naked text messages or just sending pictures of your genitals or other people's. And this one isn't as intense as the other ones just because if you're on the receiving end, you can block their numbers and hopefully they will not reach out to you again. So, what are the treatments to coercive paraphilias? One may receive medication from their doctor. They may also go to therapy. Usually, cognitive and aversion therapy is used. They can get counseling as well, and if necessary, hormones will be prescribed. And it is very important if you know someone experiencing this, or if you are, most of these paraphilias are illegal. So try to seek immediate help so you do not jeopardize your future. Also, the one I thought after doing research on this works the best is covert sensitization. It is a form of behavior therapy in which an undesirable behavior is paired with an unpleasant image in order to eliminate that behavior. And many people that go through this form of therapy do see successful results. Although they do not happen all overnight, there are very high success rates. And it is important just to know that you can save your future and that those of loved ones as well.